DK's Dollar for David Kennedy, facing up pretty well. Seem to be all facing up fairly well. And Kelly's Beach is just a little bit off the line, but they're coming into the straight. Just about to go. Now there's a start, away they go. They've come out in a fair line. Top Hat was the first. It began very quickly. DK's Dollars galloped there after the start, and it goes down to the line quite comfortably. Top Hat and leads. In second placing, Shadow Lace for Kevin Wheatley settled well, followed then by Bonnie Brannick, who's going to go into third placing, and there followed then McKinley came from the outside into fourth. They're racing an Indian file. They're followed by Kelly's Beach, who's back fifth in the trial, and DK's Dollar just galloped momentarily, was taken back to the rear. The lead time was 10.3, and Top Hat led down the back, leads away from Shadow Lace, racing in second placing. 5 metres, Bonnie Brannick, Fell Bartley running in third, and they're followed then by McKinley, who came out pretty well, racing in fourth placing for Bruce Hartley, closely followed by Kelly's Beach in fifth, and they're followed at the rear of the field by DK's Dollar. Through the first split, a leisurely 34 for the 2-year-olds, and Top Hat is the leader for Ray White. Gets away to lead of some 6 or 7 metres now to Shadow Lace for Kevin Wheatley, who's running in second placing, followed then by Bonnie Brannick. The head of the others was McKinley, and they're followed further back by Kelly's Beach, and starting a run, pulling to the outside now is DK's Dollar. Into the straight they race down to with just over 900 metres to go, and bowling in front. It's Top Hat leading. First split was 34. On his back though is Shadow Lace, and it's working along pretty well. The 2-year-old there followed. There's 32 was that split, so it's a 66 half for the 2-year-olds, and it's still Top Hat doing it well. Leads from Shadow Lace. They're followed then by Bonnie Brannick for Ellen Bartley, going up to tackle those on the outside. Seems to be working into it pretty well. DK's Dollars on the outside of McKinley, and back to last of all was Kelly's Beach. Down the back they race. 500 metres left to go, and it's still Top Hat. It leads away from Bonnie Brannick, who's up on the outside and applying a bit of pressure there. They're followed by Shadow Lace, who's had a pretty good run in the trial. Back behind those is David Kennedy on DK's Dollar, pulling to the outside. It's going to get a trail home. Followed then further back in the race by McKinley, and Kelly's Beach back at the end of the field, but Top Hat, the leader, leads from Bonnie Brannick as they run their way to the turn with about 200 metres left to go. They're followed by Shadow Lace, and pull to the outside is DK's Dollar. In the straight though, Top Hat coming at it is Bonnie Brannick on the outside. Bonnie Brannick swept up to Top Hat, now running on DK's Dollar. It's been a huge run after bundling the start, but holding them at bay. Bonnie Brannick is going on to win it. Second will be nearly a dead heat between Top Hat and DK's Dollar. Gee, that was a good run. Followed by Shadow Lace, who battled on well behind them and making up very good ground there. McKinley for Bruce Hartley, and just it wasn't a bad trial either from Kelly's Beach. They all, the 2-year-olds, seem to get away pretty well in 2.55, 2.16.8 the overall time. One, Bonnie Brannick has won from number 4, Top Hat, and number 2, DK's Dollar for David Kennedy. It was an excellent run, and it's run third, and number 5, Shadow Lace, was fourth for Kevin Wheatley. So really not a bad effort for the 2-year-olds, but a very good run from David's horse, DK's Dollar. It did mess the start and got back to last.